got glutes and hammies today, and I'm going to be going over parts of the workout, why to do some things with it, why the leg day's not just a full leg day, and some pointers that you may not have realized in your own training. So I'll start with those. If your current leg day looks something like once a week you do barbell squat, quad extensions, hamstring curls, calves, and call it a day. This is if you hit legs. I mean, most guys don't even hit legs, but let's say if you do. That's what your leg day looks like. Sure, you may be hitting quads a little bit, but by no means is that going to be sufficient in getting like big legs after like 2 to 3 years of working out, or 2 years of working out maybe. That's still reaching there, probably earlier. A couple things. One, because just the sheer volume that you're doing, no matter how intense you make those sets, the sheer volume of like the amount of sets you're doing is definitely just not going to be enough. And in relation to today, because we're hitting glutes and hammies, if all you're doing is like hamstring curls, or maybe you get some type of deadlift and then hamstring curls, that's just not going to be enough. I mean, thinking about just like from looking at your leg, let's say like from just like this side of it, glute and hamstrings is literally half of your entire leg. Sure, your quad is the only thing you see when you're looking in the mirror, but glutes and hammies is, I'd argue, maybe not argue, but I'd say it's pretty much half of it. So if you're not treating it the same as any other muscle group with the amount that you hit it, you're not going to see the progress in your legs that you want to see. And that goes with quads as well. So if you're treating your hamstrings like it's something like your forearms or something, hit them once in a while, kind of half-assed, or abs, neglect them. Because I know majority of you guys don't hit abs, but I used to be like that. But you're just not going to see the leg development. And I don't think you realize how much your leg actually is part of your hamstring. And that includes like your adductors, abductors, and just like if you think, oh, they get hit directly from when you're doing a barbell squat. Sure, but by no means is like that going to be building your legs all around. So that being said, say we have just glutes and hammies. I have a separate day. It's a quad day, and I'm hitting like 4 different exercises today for glute and hammies, and then the other leg day that's quads is like 3 to 4 exercises of quads. So splitting them up gets the workout done in a reasonable amount of time. I don't know, like an hour to an hour and a half, so I'm not in there forever. It also gives me enough time to recover, because I mean, I'm sure you've been there if you've hit quads. Dude, they're sore for forever. They feel like they're sore for a week, way longer than anything else. So splitting it up like that gives myself enough time to actually not be my quads aren't sore going to my next quad day. And that doesn't go for every muscle group, but I found just if I do quads once every 4 days, it overlaps. And I know that it's not an issue with my diet or anything other than the fact of the frequency, because everything else is on point. So if you're trying to figure out if your leg days need to be split up, or trying to figure out what the issue is with the soreness, like, you don't know if it's the problem that you think it is. Like, if you don't know if the problem is your frequency of hitting something, if you don't have everything else on point. Because it could be blatantly that you're just not eating enough protein or something. Or it could be just not eating enough food in general to be gaining weight and recovering enough for your next session. But since you're not tracking everything, you just will point at it's your training frequency, when in reality there's so many other variables of why that may be happening, and it's more likely than not something else. So yeah, And by all means, I would not change how you hit your quads because of how they're sore. In other words, I wouldn't be concerned about over fatiguing yourself in the gym, because that is the whole point of going in there. We're trying to fatigue yourself in there. It's the whole point of breaking down your muscles, let it recover after get bigger. So if you're changing your training to not feel fatigue, that's not the right reason you should be changing your training. I thought I mentioned that especially for legs, because I feel like legs are often, obviously they're overlooked. I mean, most people don't enjoy leg days, but I mean just the training side of it, of how in-depth leg days can actually go with hitting them. Because think about if you're just doing like a deadlift and a hamstring curl. If you're doing deadlift, majority of that movement you're not even really hitting your hamstrings. Maybe a little bit of glute, but it's mainly your whole posterior chain, and probably for like 5 reps. To be honest, you're probably doing heavy ass deadlift for 5 reps. So, do you really think you're getting enough out of your hamstrings from that? Probably not. And then hamstring curls. All right, 3 sets, cool. Probably not enough. So, what else? Yeah, I mean, I guess another thing would be like having rest days within your routine. Like, I don't know, if you hear some people say like, you need or you don't need rest days. I know some pros say that, and then some people say like, it's optimal to have exactly this many rest days for letting yourself grow. Like fucking Mike Menzer shit. Like, you must rest 2 weeks before hitting something again. So, I mean, there's both extremes. And quite honestly, I feel like it's more dependent person to person. 'Cause I know some people that can get away with no rest days. And or maybe like 1 rest day every couple weeks or so. And I know some people that get away with like numerous rest days. So I would, if I had to give like a benchmark, I'd say 1 rest day a week, bare minimum. Bare minimum, 1 rest day a week. And then depending on that, if everything else is in line, you're like, man, I'm still freaking sore. Then I would be like, all right, maybe another rest day. Because I take 2 every 8 days, 1 every 4 days. Push-pull legs, rest, push-pull legs, rest, reset of the training split. And I just found that's what works for me. So, it really is dependent. Varies person to person. So, I would say, if you are earlier into your career, or just earlier into the lifting journey, and a lot of information you have online is overwhelming, and if you found that you're super invested into it, I'd suggest getting a coach, and being skeptical regardless of how good the coach is, because there's a lot of bad coaches out there. There's also a lot of good coaches out there. But if you ask your coach and try to learn along with him as he's coaching you, and the shit he's saying makes sense, then I'd say that's your best bet at getting a better physique quicker and not wasting as much time learning and more progressing. Well, you'll learn quicker as you progress quicker. It's kind of like a cheat code. Paying for a coach. So yeah, with that being said, definitely be careful, because I mean, you could screw yourself if some coach is not good. So I guess that comes with your own wisdom. So that's why I wouldn't suggest getting a coach like your first year. Like, get a year under your belt, understand the ropes, what's going on with your body and the training and the diet, and then maybe after that, if you understand a little bit, then get a coach. So, all right, 45-degree Nordic curl, a sumo RDL on Smith machine. Hamstring curls. What's the last thing? Hip thrust, calves, abs, pose, leave. Think we can get that done in an hour and a half? Or ideally an hour? I think if I stop yapping we can. So I'll see you guys in there. Okay. Start with these. Basically doing like a Nordic curl except on a 45 degree. Can actually help hit my hamstrings way more. Instead of like 180, probably it's mainly lower back. Hamstring, sure, a little bit, but the fact that I like push through my thighs on this, you can do this exercise, like 3 different ways. I used to do it push through my hips, hit like glute and lower back. My coach showed me a different way to switch it up and actually hit hamstrings with this. So I just been switching it up ever since. And you'll see, like, I'll keep my upper body like the same the entire time, and then just push through like this part of my thigh into the pad, and big difference. So I can't think of anything else that I'd have to explain. I guess what's like the scheme of the lift today? 2 hamstrings, 2 glute exercises. This one's hamstring. Next one is, I guess, a mix of both, doing a sumo deadlift, and then hamstring curls, obviously hamstrings, and then hip thrusts. So yeah, about 2 hamstring exercises, 2 glute exercises, and then calves, abs, usual abs every other day. All right, well, let's get it. I gotta move that up. Oops. There we go. Should be good. Yeah, Sumo RDL, Smith machine. Why Smith machine? I mean, you try doing a barbell Sumo RDL without a Smith machine. That's just asking to fall over. So it's a lot easier actually to control this thing, and also make it mainly on my glutes and hamstrings, because part of your back is included in doing this, and the fact that it's on a Smith machine, I can really make sure I'm leaned back the whole time, because I don't have to worry about really stabilizing anything. But yeah, I kind of realized, or I learned, I don't know, a few months ago, that sumo isn't cheating. It's just you're hitting a different muscle group. And obviously, we're doing powerlifting. That sure is cheating, but like, for the sake of hitting different parts of your glutes and hammies, yeah, doing it sumo just hits something completely different. So I actually haven't really done sumo ever until the past 4 or 5 months. So yeah, definitely way different feeling. You actually feel way more in your adductors, different part of your hamstring, and yeah, it's just an overall completely different movement. Not trying to cheat on it. Yeah, let's get it going. I don't think there's anything else I gotta talk about this. Drop the weight a little bit. I'll take a 10-pound off. Just get it off out of it. Oh shit. Yeah, dude, I'd say if you've never switched up like your hamstring day, or at least tried some different movements other than just a RDL and a hamstring curl, dude, so much different. I guess that's a big thing that I kind of realized more after like switching my leg days up, like, or splitting my leg days up and actually getting more volume in. Of like, dude, there's so many damn muscles that you're probably not even hitting that much in your legs to get like full leg development. Because, dude, I mean, I guess quads is a little more straightforward, but like, just like glute and hammies, dude, there's like fucking 1,000 exercises, and like half of them are hitting a muscle group that you really haven't targeted that much before. And I'm a huge advocate of not like overcomplicating your training split and training days. With that being said, like, chances are you're probably not doing enough for legs as you think you could, or as you should be. I mean, dude, I'm hitting 4 exercises just for glute and hammies today. It's gonna take me an hour and a half. Imagine if I did quads after that too. Being here for like 3 hours just doing a full leg day. I mean, if you only have like 3 days a week to work out, then like sure, wrap everything into one day. But ideally not, because then I'd probably bring like a carb drink or something to get through that long of a workout. Other than that, I mean, yeah, whatever. I can't think of anything else. All right, let's get it.
push it out and go like this, like a dumbbell. Yeah, look. If you want to do it the weekend, you can also go over to 20%.
I'm not gonna bother doing a drop set, dude. My hamstrings already feel like they're about to fall off. Alright, what do we got? I think just hip thrusts, calves, abs, and that's it. So not much left. Alright, let's keep going. I am not going to be moving the camera for this. I said it last time, I'll say it again. 4 sets straight from that side. I'm not turning this into a freaky lift. This should be funny, but I'm not doing that. Alright. Let's check it out. Don't know what it was. The ab exercises fucking hurt. Like, soreness, good wise, but like, in a good way. Freaking hurt though. Well, I wouldn't consider myself shredded anymore. That's how it goes. You gotta pick one or the other. Get bigger or get leaner. Can't have both. I was gonna say something. I know what I was gonna say. Like, dude, if you're trying to, fucking, what the hell is his name? The looks max and shit online. If you're trying to do that or whatever, like, you gotta pick one or the other because one takes away from the other one. Like, bulking obviously takes away from having like a slim face just from the amount of food you're eating, also getting a little more chubby. But positive side is when you cut down, you're gonna be big and lean. But if you're just full on fucking looks maxing, I mean, you're not really gonna get big if you looks max year round. That's the trade-off. Sure, you can looks max year round, but you're gonna stay pretty small. So yeah, if you can enjoy doing a hybrid of them, bulking and cutting, just normal bodybuilding style regimen, you can get both. And a way to counter that, if you see what I do, grow out the beard a little bit. If you can grow out a beard, covers up the chub on your face. So I could still be fucking goofy, looks maxing with a beard. I grew out the beard for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to grow it out and see what it looks like. Two, was because of that. I always see like pro bodybuilders in their off season grow out the beard just because of, I don't know if they enjoy it because they can grow it out because they got to shave their face for show, or it just affects their face bloats from the amount of food that they eat and high carb diet from bodybuilding diet. But either way, dude, that's the best of both worlds. Is just grow out the beard in the off season. And Just keep it trim like I have. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's out of the ordinary. It does make me look old as shit, though. I don't look 21 with this thing. Whatever. Try to show this. So got hit a ton today. Is my adductor right here. I don't know, what pose can I do to make a thumbnail out of this shit? Hamstring thumbnail? I mean, I'm not very lean to be showing off. I don't know, maybe some shit like this. Yeah, we'll say, if you're trying to take all the damn supplements that people sell for look smashing or shit, or freaking bone smashing, whatever. I don't even think people actually follow what he's saying, but the point being made is, half of it has to do with how lean you are. I mean, because your face is part of where your body distributes fat. So I mean, look at just a prime example. Look at a bodybuilder when he's like 2 weeks out with death, like the death face. It just happens from getting leaner. So, same in the opposite side of it. Especially high carb, it bloats your face up. But that's a trade-off willing to make to actually make an effective off-season, dude. That's the whole point of the beard. So, all right, I'm gonna call it there. Get in the car, and I will see you guys there. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. What y'all want to know from that lift? Why is this thing still falling? Are we good? We're good. No, we're not. Now we're good. What the fuck y'all want to know? What do you want from me? Oh, like I was showing about my adductor. Like, dude, there is a big difference between hitting your adductor, just using like the adductor machine, like opening your legs and closing them, and from like doing a pressing movement like I just did, intentionally hitting your adductor. What the hell's going on? You got it? You got it. Sorry, people are just walking across the parking lot. Yeah, same concept as like if you only did fly movements for your pec, like for your chest. Do you think that's gonna get the biggest chest possible, or you think you're gonna get the most out of your chest day if you only did fly movements? No. Same goes for your adductors and hamstrings. Specifically adductors we're talking about. The adductor machine is a fly movement. I'd consider it for your adductors. Same concept. And doing like the sumo deadlift that I did was just like a pressing movement for your adductors. And you can visibly see the difference in the pump that you get in your legs from doing that shit. So, big difference. And, what else was I gonna say? Oh, the deadlifts. Fucking tired, dude. It's 5 on a Sunday, 5 o'clock. The deadlifts, I kind of turned it from an RDL into a deadlift just because my, I have a little tough time holding the bar, but like, if you do a deadlift, that's fine. You don't have to make an RDL. Sure, time and attention, but you can get that by just making it higher reps. Like, if you're making it a deadlift, make it like 10 to 12 reps, 10 to 15 reps, and the fact that you're dropping the weight between each set, still controlling the way down, but like touching the bottom and resetting your grip is fine because you're doing higher reps. And I wouldn't be scared to do higher reps on things because it makes a major difference in how much of a pump you get in your muscles. I guess the question you can have is like, why do you care so much about how much of a pump you get in your muscles if the goal is like breaking it down and growing from that, and thinking like higher reps is fatigue and you don't want that? Well, getting a full pump in your muscles, it acts different to how your body responds to the stimulus you gave it. Literally stretches out your damn arm. Like, you ever feel like you're, like, I don't know, let me give an example. Like, feel your bicep after, like, a full bicep pump. I'm not talking something like just do a couple 6-rep exercises. I'm talking like 15 reps or some shit, 4 sets. The pump in your bicep is totally different and it's full, completely. And your body responds to that a little differently. Because think about how it looks different when with like a full pump or half pump, whatever. That's eventually like what you want your body to get to as a baseline. Like when you wake up in the morning, that's what you want it to look like. So if it doesn't look like that at the end of your workout, it ain't gonna look like that in a year. So if you're never actually getting a pump in your muscle that you're trying to hit, chances are it's not gonna get the desired result that you want. So yeah. Anyways, what else? What's something I wish I knew earlier? Oh, that you don't need to rush to eat after your workout. Like, yeah, eat after your workout, but like I used to make sure I went home so quick, not like speeding super fast or something like that. I'm just talking like making sure I immediately got in the car and went straight home, nothing else to eat after my lift, because I thought you needed to eat immediately after your workout to make it effective. Like, dude, you have such a big window, like time window for it to be fine, that by no means do you need to be rushing. Look, if it's longer than like a couple hours maybe, or like, honestly, no, it's really dependent. Like, dude, if you have a bunch of meals before your lift and it's later in the day and you're at a bunch of meals and like you wait like 3 or 4 hours before eating after, I wouldn't be overly concerned about it. One, because you had so many meals already in the day, your body has the food, and two, it's not like your body immediately is going to ruin like the effectiveness of the workout because you didn't eat immediately after. That took me a little bit to learn. Whoa, what the fuck is that place? Lansdowne Street. Sorry, dude, this off season, I don't know, man. I've been looking at food places like, I don't know, last off season, I just did not want to eat at all. I did not give a shit about any nice, even if it's a nicer place. Like, I just did not care. And I don't know, I've been looking at stuff. That was a Lansdowne. Anyways, what's like a go-to cheat meal? Or maybe your entire day is normally a cheat meal anyways, and you don't really track. But anyways, what's like the go-to? Chipotle? I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of Chipotle after lifts. I just get screwed. Chipotle, they drew the last line for me. They crossed the last line for me the last time I went to Chipotle. It was a bowl that I got like a decent amount of stuff. It's not like I only got just chicken and rice in there. I filled the bowl with like everything you're supposed to. And when I don't know if it was a she, it might have been a dude. When the worker put like the bowl, everything in, it clearly wasn't that much. And then when they like moved the bowl into the bag, like, it tilts a little bit. So when I sat down and opened it, it was like clean down the middle. Half of it was full and half of it was empty because of like tilting the bowl. And I went up to like the front. I'm like, is this what a bowl's supposed to normally look like? And he goes, well, that's what you ordered. Like some kid that was my age and like clearly was not happy with his job. I don't blame him, but like, he didn't have to take it out on me and say, give you some retort. So yeah, I was like, I wasn't even gonna fucking argue with the guy. I'm like, all right, I'm not coming here anymore. Like, whatever. So yeah, I don't. That's why I don't really go to Chipotle anymore. But like, go to, I guess Five Guys would be the go-to after a lift. Underrated. I don't know. People always complain. It's like, oh, $15 or $16 for a burger and fries. It's like, well, every fast food place is expensive. And I guess like maybe some of them, but like you're paying for a better quality food. I don't know. I guess like something you could say is like cheap that I like now is Little Caesars. Like you get a whole pizza for like $8 or something. Like that's clutch. That's like 2 meals worth for $8. The CPD is there. The calorie per dollar. Fire. I don't know where that guy went. I guess he fell off or something, or maybe I just don't see him on my feed anymore. But the guy that used to make TikToks about calories per dollar. I feel like he got a Chipotle sponsorship and then just never made a video after. I feel like if you're watching this, you probably have no idea who the hell I'm talking about, but whatever. But yeah, what the hell else? What do you want? What do you guys want from me? What do you want to do? guess I'll call it there. I can't think of shit to say. Tomorrow we got a rest day. No video. And then, well, if you have a question that's that I can make a whiteboard video out of, ask it, because I'll make one. But other than that, shoulder day in 2 days, so a day in between videos. So appreciate y'all watching. Road to day 100 of this off season. So, all right, peace.